Hello friends, today we are going to discuss about human ear that is a part in concise biology class 10th chapter number 11 sense organs. Now human ear is composed of three parts. First, external ear, second, middle ear, and third, internal ear. It is also known as membranous labyrinth. External ear. First we'll start with external ear. External ear mainly has three parts, in which first is pinna. Pinna is a flap-like cartilaginous substance that transfers the sound waves from outside world to the auditory canal. Now we'll first structure was pinna. Second is auditory canal. Auditory canal is a long canal which has wax glands and hairs in it. The wax glands in it present are known as ceruminous glands. Ceruminous glands, which secretes a wax-like substance which is known as cerumen. Cerumen traps the germs with it. Now we'll study about the third structure of external ear, that is tympanum. Tympanum is also known as the tympanum is also known as the eardrums. Now, the tympanum separates the external ear and the middle ear. And the main function of tympanum is that it is a thin fine membrane whose main function is to convert sound waves into sound vibrations. Now ear. Now the first structure of middle ear are the ear ossicles. This is a collective biological term used for the three ear ossicles. You can easily remember these by the term Miss has. It means that first I'll tell you that what does Miss and has stands for. Hammer like, H for hammer like. Malleus transfers the sound vibration from the tympanum to the incus. For incus, it transfers the sound vibration from malleus to stapes, and for stapes it transfers the sound vibration from incus to oval window, which is the part of middle ear only. And if it comes to tell the function of the complete term, that is the ear ossicles, then it would be to amplify the sound produced, or it means that to increase the volume of sound. Now we are going to study about oval window and the round window. So for oval window and round window, the function would be common to conduct sound vibration to internal ear, and they both could be considered to be membrane bound openings, and they are the part of middle ear only. The last thing which is left in middle ear is eustachian tube. Eustachian tube is a very important structure. It is a structure that connects the middle ear with the throat. And the main function of Eustachian tube is that they equalizes the air pressure on both sides of the tympanum. Sometimes in boards it is asked that what is the structure which gets disturbed when during the conduction of sound vibration to internal ear. It would be the Eustachian tube, because the sound which is vibrated, as we feel our throat to be vibrated, is due to Eustachian tube only. Internal ear, it is also known as membranous labyrinth. Now, internal ear. First structure of internal ear are semicircular canals. These are the three canals which are placed at right angles to each other, and their one end is slightly widened to form an ampulla. Now, what is the function of this ampulla? This ampulla contains sensory cells to maintain dynamic balance of the body. This is the function of ampulla. In many times in board it is asked that what is the structure that maintains the dynamic balance. It is the ampulla, which is contained in semicircular canals. Now these semicircular canals are separated through basilar and tectorial membrane. These are the two membranes which separates the semicircular canals. Now there are vestibules. The second structure is vestibule, which is divided into two, that is utriculus and saculus. Now about utriculus and saculus, these are the double walled structures, and these both are together involved to static balance is controlled by utriculus and saculus together, and the utriculus is the upper wide part while saculus is the inner lower part. And the third structure is cochlea, cochlea. These are 2.5 turns in the inner winding cavity, and there are three terms: scala vestibuli, scala media, and scala tympani. Now this scala tympani and scala vestibuli, these both together, or these both have a fluid which is known as perilymph. while the scala mediae has a fluid which is known as endolymph. Okay, so there is an auditory nerve, the fourth structure, auditory nerve. This auditory nerve has very important part, that is the organ of Corti. What is the function of this organ of Corti? These are the sensory cells which are used for hearing. If there would be no organ of Corti, we would not be able to hear. Now, while drawing the diagram of membranous labyrinth, we have to consider some points, such as while drawing these semicircular canals, these should be placed at right angles to each other. Then we have to make this part as broad because we have to show utriculus, and this should be narrow because here is the presence of sacculus. Now here this will show at the end of every semicircular canal that the presence of a broad part. Actually, this is the ampulla. So every broad part should be shown by darkening it at the either end of the semicircular canals. Now these, while labeling, we have to mark these three together like this as semicircular canals. Now this upper part is this upper and wider part would be the utriculus. The this lower and narrower part would be the sacculus. And now we have to mark this is cochlea because it has 2.5 turns, and these white parts I just told you that these are the ampulla. This is the diagram of a membranous labyrinth, which is asked every alternate year in board exams in section B of 2.5 marks. Thank you.